Hello, I'm Matt Avery, veterinarian in New Zealand, and I'm with dairy farmer Brian Gallagher, and we're just going to talk about why we calve cows in the springtime in New Zealand and how we use the pasture and what treatments we might need in terms of metabolic treatments that Bayer provide that we can use to help cows on farm. So I guess the first question, Brian, is why springtime? Why do we need so many cows calving so quickly in springtime?
Well, in New Zealand we have that unique advantage of being able to grow grass all year round, especially in the spring. So the traditional New Zealand dairy farmer will calve their cows, and that is in July and August, and that's to utilise grass production as it grows for its maximum yield through the spring.
So Brian, how do we manage these animals to provide the minerals they need during the different periods?
So our cows, we aim to have them milking actually 300 days a year, but we need to have them dry, them not milking for about 60 days, and during that period we actually put our cows onto what we call a maintenance program. So when they start calving, we obviously have to increase the amount of food available to the cows, but at the same time the cows actually going through what we call transition, where they can't get enough grass or food that's offered to them that has the adequate minerals.
Even though these cows are getting fully fed and everything they could possibly need is added in the terms of minerals, the odd cow will still slip through the cracks, and the requirements that she needs to make the volume of milk she's making isn't quite there, and that's how we get these problems. So perhaps, Brian, you could tell me the three main metabolic problems that New Zealand dairy cows have after they've been calved.
The first one would be a lack of calcium, what we call milk fever in our cows. We have lack of magnesium in the cows, which we get a form of grass staggers. And the third one is all based around the amount of energy.
So each of those syndromes, the milk fever, which is the low blood calcium, and has a specific product formulated by Bayer to treat that. Similarly, the grass staggers or low blood magnesium, again, has the magnesium sulfate product developed and manufactured by Bayer. And the ketosis, which is a breakdown of fat by the cow to make ketones in the blood, that's corrected by adding dextrose, another product available from Bayer. But this is nice. I've grouped them into three little distinct entities or diseases, but it doesn't work like that. They actually can occur at the same time. Quite often we'll have a cow with milk fever, but she also has a bit of ketosis at the same time. Now, for that reason, the people at Bayer have developed products that can treat both. So it's very handy to have in your arsenal something that can treat a disease specifically or can treat them as they're combined, and that's what we have.